So the judges have spoken, and we've taken this list of 30 world-class riders and trimmed it down to the top 10. The finals of the Coors Light Rail Jam here at the Shakedown, presented by Videotron Mobile. We have Sebastien Toutant, Maxence Perrault, Joel Dalacker, Jeremy Cloutier, Jason Dubois, Gabriel Jacques, Francis Bourgeois, Francis Jobin, Dylan Ojo, and rounding out the top 10, Craig Gouweloos. So these guys are going to be duking it out. 30-minute jam. The best single trick thrown down by these riders will get them $2,000, and the best overall rider throughout the entire jam with consistent, difficult tricks is going to go home with $3,000. So, starting in just a few moments, Coors Light Rail Jam final here at the Shakedown, presented by Videotron Mobile. All right, on course, Seb Toutant. These guys coming out swinging the 270 front board.
Yeah, that was a sweet cab 270 right there, Pete, and that was nice, real solid. We're really actually to be expected, but you're right. These guys have come out swinging, and we've seen the level come up considerably from the semifinals already.
Yeah, as we expected, you know, these guys now pulling out all the stops. They've only got 30 minutes compared to the 60 in the semifinals.
Yeah, it's going to go by quickly. Here's Jeremy Cloutier, backside 270 on the down gap down rail.
Jeremy, so strong on these rails. He's won this event back 2011 and 2013. Craig Gouweloos on course. 50-50, 270 to board. Wow, this is going to be a tough one to really try to stand out.
Here's Maxence Perrault, frontside 270 right there, real clean. Maxence Perrault.
These guys really stepping it up here in the finals. Joel Dalacker on course. We got a 50-50 into the board side 270 out.
Yeah, 50-50 front lip, 2-7 out. Real clean there from Joel Dalacker. Next rider on course there. There's a front board, Here comes Jay Dubois dropping switch into the kink rail. Oh, just getting caught up on that top portion there, Pete.
Yeah, getting a little bit loose. Almost ended up with some trouble, but able to hang on. But he's still got the whole final. So we've got Dylan Ojo coming in.
Yeah, he's all over the course here, even in the early going for the board slide through the kink rail. He's gonna be one to watch here, Pete.
Sebastien Toutant, Quebec's own, coming into the center section of this rail complex. We got a front board transferring over, just coming up short, hanging up that heel edge on the landing, getting tossed.
Not quite able to transfer properly from the mailbox to the down two, but obviously we've got half an hour here, Pete. He's going to get a couple more shots on that.
Yes. Jeremy Cloutier, so winner in 2011 and 2013, backside 270 to board. Unable to hang on, so two very uncharacteristic mistakes first from Sebastien Toutant and Jeremy Cloutier.
Here's Francis Jobin coming in on course. Looks like he's going to be gapping out. Yep, there's a 270 right there. Clean from Francis Jobin.
Very interesting start. We got some of these younger, you know, maybe not so established pros stepping up and throwing down 2-3 big tricks in a row. And two of the guys that really expected to come out swinging and you know, crush things, Jeremy and Sebastien, having a little bit of trouble.
Here's Craig Gouweloos. Yeah, there's a 270 right there. Put that one in the bank. So didn't look super smooth off the hop, but ended up putting it down pretty clean. Here's Maxence Perrault coming into the center of the rail setup here. There it is, Pete. Backside 50-50, backside lip slide, 270 out.
Getting the crowd fired up.
That's going to be a contender in the early going for the best trick.
Oh, and huge for his confidence to come through in the following, you know, 20-25 minutes to try to take best overall. Oh, the 450.
Yeah, Gabriel Jacques. I mean, Maxence Perrault sending a message there. Wow, and a gap frontside board slide to frontside board slide, and then kink rail.
Frankie B.
Bourgeois. There's Joel Dalacker coming in. Oh, yeah, looks like maybe going for a board slide 270 out there. Here's Jason Dubois coming in, switch board slide, popping over to frontside board slide, gapping from the top flat to the bottom down there. So he's keeping up there with the likes of Maxence Perot.
Making it look easy. Here we have, backside 270 from Jeremy into the board side, going all the way over that gap.
You see him locking that in right in between the bindings. Here's Dylan Ojo coming in and locking the board slide all the way through that kink rail setup there. So I think he's maybe able to check that one off his list now too.
Yeah, a little bit loose, but managed to stay on till the end. And coming in, another backside 270 board slide, but like that revert we saw earlier in the semis, tough to spin one way, hit the rail, pop off the other, getting all twisted up, but making it look easy.
Yeah, tough high-speed trick there. Oh yeah, very, very clean there. There's a frontside board slide into, I would call it a front blunt there, Peter. So,
yeah, definitely looking a little bit more, settled. Sebastien Toutant. That's the Seb Toots, we've been known to see around these parts.
Here's Craig Gouweloos. Again, coming in the middle, going for the backside 360, like kind of almost doing a corkscrew onto the rail there. I'm sure that was slightly terrifying.
mildly terrifying.
Maxence Perot coming in, switch here into the kink rail, cap 270. Very well done there. So again, able to check that one off the list as well.
Trading blows, Maxence Perot and Seb Toutant.
Dang.
So smooth. Backside 270 to board.
Right in between the bindings, locking in, Pete. I mean, when you get it between the bindings like that, you got no other choice.
Joe Dalacker, one of our amateur riders. Up and over the gap, 270 out. Showing us, the skills that got him through the amateur qualifying into the semis. And then now here he is showing these pros what he's got.
Here's Gab Jacques. Going for the combo off of the mailbox, getting hung up and not able to transfer onto the rail. He's okay though.
One of those instances where the Coors Light Rail Complex, kind of biting back. This setup, the always innovated Coors Light Rail Jam setup is, certainly a monster this year.
Here's Jay Dubois going for the cab 270 lip, pulling his tail up and over the rail. A little bit more technical there than the cab 270 board slide we've been seeing quite a bit. Here's Dylan Ojo. He's getting back into that kink rail. There's the board slide going all the way through, and that's the one he wants right there, Pete.
Yeah,
tried it a couple times, didn't quite get it. That's the one.
He was able to sneak through the semis without having that, locked in. But here where it counts in the finals, stepping up, making it happen. Jeremy Cloutier, probably one of our leaders so far here in the finals. Oh, so smooth. Very nice.
Sick combo right there on the mailbox to down tube. So he's happy with that. And that's the thing. I mean, there's a finite amount of time here, Pete. Only half an hour. You gotta put it down. You gotta put those tricks away,
Yeah, Jeremy Cloutier, JC coming back from the dead here on Easter weekend, putting down the big trick. To step back up into the forefront to try to take home this $3,000 for overall best rider, the Coors Light Rail Jam. Board slide, gapping over the double kink into the bottom, Sebastien Toutant. Not locking in as well as he could have. I think we'll see that one again. Frank Bourgeois switch, little mailbox revert. Craig Gouweloos Oh, the backside 270 into transfer.
That's the one he's been waiting for there, Pete. That backside 270, he's been trying it a bunch, finally got it locked in, and he's able to move on.
Joe Dalacker, again, one of our amateur qualifiers, coming in through, making it to the finals and showing us why.
50-50 front lip, 270 out, Joel Dalacker, wearing the black bib, an amateur qualifier. Here comes Maxence Perot. Oh, geez, going for the backside 450 onto the bottom gap rail there. So just able to tap the rail. Next rider on course is Jay Dubois riding switch. Oh, wow. Cab 3 hard way to 50-50. That's a big contender right there, Pete, for best trick.
Oh, yeah, getting this crowd fired up.
It'll be very tough to beat. Here's Jeremy Cloutier gapping over the down flat on that kink rail, not quite able to put the landing gear down.
Yeah, I can't help but think that him and Sebastien Toutant have something in mind for that trick, because they keep trying it, but kind of flopping out a little bit early.
Here's Francis Jobin. Switchboard slide coming through the kink rail there. There's Sebastien Toutant. My goodness, the backside 270 lip. Super technical trick there, Pete, and that's going to go great distance for his overall score.
Yeah, Sebastien Toutant showing us some of the rail skills that won him fan favorite on the Real Snow, the Trans World Real Snow, sorry, pardon me, the X Games Real Snow competition this year for his urban rail section, which was, you know, a bit of a barnstormer.
Here's Craig Gouweloos dropping into the middle section here. He's had some cool combos. He's going for the backside 450. Oh, just wailing his board into the edge of the down tube. But I think if he can lock into that one, it'll be a good one in the bank to have, Pete.
Yeah, slamming his board in more at a survival than anything else. Coming in hot, Joe Dalacker. Oh, the front board 270, or sorry, board slide 270 out.
Wow, Pete, yeah, just sliding the top end of that rail, and it's a long gap all the way down the down flat down there.
Oh yeah, just using the rail to kind of kick him around for momentum and inertia.
Maxence Perot going for the backside 450. It's his second try on that. Is it worth another one? We'll see. Here's Jay Dubois dropping in switch into the kink rail, cab 270. Oh, and just falling over there. Not quite able, I don't think we can count that, so.
No, unfortunate, because up until losing the edge on the ride out, he was super smooth.
Here's Dylan Ojo, feeling really at home on that down gap down rail. There's the half cab nose press, almost getting caught up in a little gap there.
Spoke a little bit too soon. The kiss of death when the announcer starts talking about how good you've been riding.
Here's Sebastien Toutant coming into the down tube. Oh, so clean. Backside 180, fakie 5-0. Yeah, hard to argue with that, Pete.
Oh, so smooth. Can't buy style. Oh. Frank Bourgeois up onto the mailbox. Oh, trying to transfer to that down rail, but not quite getting the pop off the top section. So some of these riders have been throwing down some solid consistency and are going to be looking to take home that the overall $3,000. Oh! But now, you know, if some of these riders perhaps haven't been as consistent as they would like, are going to start, you know, kind of pulling out all the stops like we had right there, and try to go for the best trick. So I think we're going to start to see, as time winds down here in the final of the Coors Light Rail Jam, these guys, you know, pulling out some madness to try to take home the best trick. Maxence Perot. Oh, speaking of which, the 450.
Almost getting it there. I mean, that's the third or fourth try I've seen Maxence go, and in a half-an-hour jam, I wonder if that means if Maxence has abandoned the overall rider position and going for the best trick. And if he is going for the best trick, is that a trick that can win the best trick? Here's Craig Gouweloos coming into the middle section here, and he's flirting with something similar there, just getting away with that one.
That's a big gap. If you think about the accuracy required after, you know, traveling that type of distance on that back 3 to 50-50.
For sure, for sure.
And Dalacker, one of our amateurs here that's qualified for the pros. So he started off early this morning, came up through the amateur ranks, made it into the semis with all the invited pros. Now here he is in the final, putting in his bid. He's
been after it all day there, Pete.
Yeah.
And it's been a long day for Joel Dalacker, and hopefully he can, he's got the gas in the tank to keep her going here. Here comes Dylan Ojo dropping in. He's taking a different line here, looking to transfer. Oh, no. Just catching the knuckle.
Yeah,
super skate style there, and yeah, it looks like he may have gotten his face into the snow there, and hopefully he's able to shake that off. Here's Jade Dubois erring on the side of caution there.
Airing? Airing. Which, where are we there?
Suppose it could go either way, Peter. Sebastien Toutant, he's put together a pretty impressive bag of tricks here in the finals. Here he comes into the middle section, 50-50, front board, 270 out, very smooth. Look at that, eh?
Oh, textbook.
That's a hammer. You can't do that much better. There's really no point in trying that trick again, because that was it.
Yeah, and he's got a little, pep in his step now, running his way back up to get another hit here in the Coors Light Rail Jam final at Shakedown, presented by Videotron.
Here comes Frank Bourgeois cruising into what looks to be the middle of this rail setup. Oh, wow, going for the front lip, back lip combination there. Very cool.
That's a tough transfer, kind of blind going back into that down rail.
Here comes Max Perot. He's been trying this backside 450. Oh, and not quite able to put it down. I'm wondering if we're going to see more attempts from Maxence out of that trick, because when he gets it, it's going to be a hammer for sure.
Yeah, it looks like he's going for the 450 on, 270 out. You know, basically, 720 with rail.
50-50 in front lip to fakie there in the mailbox to down tube combination, so nice and clean.
Yeah, lots of confidence in these guys now. They've, really wrapped their heads around these rails that we have right there. Craig Gouweloos, backside 350-50. He's been trying that a few times and nailed it on that attempt.
Wow, yeah, that was something special right there. So interesting to see what the judges are going to do with that, how they're going to award it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, front board to front lip right there. Very clean from Joel Dalacker.
Impressive riding from that young amateur.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's Dylan Ojo. See what he can do here. Board slide transfer. Finding that transition on the side of the down tube landing. Only rider we've seen pop over to rider's left there. First time we've seen that all day, Pete.
Yeah, coming off a pretty hard slam too, so getting back on that horse. Oh!
Yeah, very, very, very clean right there. Here's Jeremy Kluche coming into the kink rail. Not just coming off a little bit early there.
Yeah, seemed to scrub off a little bit too much speed. Seb Toutant, 5 minutes left. These guys on their last, last or second last hit here at the Coors Light Rail Jam. Frontside board through the whole double kink. Seb Toutant been very consistent here in the finals.
Yeah, he's been getting it after. He's been using the whole course too, Pete, and that's something that's going to be very valuable when it comes to the overall prize here.
Definitely. Consistency, lots of, difficult tricks, and also using the entire course. That's what these judges are looking for the overall rider. But then, of course, we've also got the single best trick. Very strong there from Dubois. I don't know if it's got single best trick caliber, but combined with everything else, he could very well be moving up the ranks for that overall champ. Francis Jobin dropping in, coming for this center section. We've got a 50-50, 270.
Oh, wow, that's going to be one to reckon with. He can put that one down.
Oh,
there's a poacher. First rule of poaching, Pete, is if you're going to poach, you better land. Broken right there.
Certainly, and don't do it right in front of the the security guys.
Getting away with that one. Backside 450. I don't know if that's the one he wanted, but putting it down anyways. Backside 450 there, finally, on the 5th or 6th try there from Maxence Perreault.
Maxence running back up to the top, wanting to get one more hit.
Yeah, loving that 50-50 front clip on the mailbox. It's down to gap.
Gab Jacques, backside 450. Wow, these guys, now pulling out all the stops. We're down to the final minutes. Coors Light Rail Jam final at the Shakedown presented by Videotron Mobile. Coming in switch.
Oh, Joey Dalacker. Switch 50-50 half cab into that tranny finder on the side of the down tube. Very, very cool there, Pete.
Very unique, imaginative line, showing some composure well beyond his experience. Dylan Ojo coming in for the double down with the gap.
Not quite able to lock in there. Dylan Ojo, he's going to race up probably for one more hit. And that's where we are with this, Pete. One more hit pretty much for everybody. We're seeing a throwaway there on the kink rail. Here comes Sebastien Toutant trying to get a last hit in here on the kink rail. There's a frontside board slide all the way through it and just popping off the end. Locked in all the way and popping off that little whip at the end.
Oh, it's so strong, so smooth. Sebastien Toutant. Oh, Jeremy Kluche!
Jeremy Kluche right over the mailbox onto the down tube. One of the biggest tricks we've seen all day today.
At the wire, just coming down to the end of the finals here, the Coors Light Rail Jam. Oh, these guys now pulling out all the stops, Brett.
This is why we're here, Pete. This is why we're here. We're seeing last hits, and these guys are going crazy. Francis Jobin making his bid here, and it looks like this down tube is going to be used quite extensively. 50-50. Oh! Going over the front side 270 there.
Oh, feeling the heat, these guys. Maxence Perreault. So we got Perreault, Toutant, and Kluche duking it out. Perreault got his 450 on. Oh, I'm definitely thinking he's looking for that 270 out at the end.
Yeah, I don't quite know what he's tangling with there, and he's going to run up, see if he can sneak one more in. I'm not too sure if they're going to let him. Here's Craig Gouweloos on course. Coming in the mailbox, 50-50 front blunt, or front nose blunt.
Smooth.
Yeah, real smooth there.
That was nice. I like that. Gab Jacques. He's coming in on the double down gap, 450!
Backside 450, putting it down there, getting all the way to the end. That's the one he's been looking for.
That was perfect, locked right in. What a big trick coming down to the wire. Switch 50-50 into the front side lip.
So sick, Joel Dalacker.
I got a feeling for feeling it for this kid coming up through the amateur ranks, now showing these pros what they got to contend with in the coming years.
Dylan Ojo coming switch, half cab nose press, nose press.
Oh, the pop across the gap.
So clean right there from Dylan Ojo, holding that press.
Not much time left. Jason Dubois, 270 front board. Jeremy Cloutier at the 450, just washing out.
Almost putting it down. Jeremy Cloutier, huge 450 over the mailbox, onto the down tube.
Oh, Seb Toutant coming in switch. Oh, the switch backside 270 the hard way to a bit of a tail blunt slide.
Whoa, Seb Toutant, switch back 27 lip.
Wow, that was solid.
Well, this is what it's all about, Pete. You know, we're in the final moments here of the Coors Light Rail Jam. We're seeing the progression move forward, and things are super exciting here.
Oh, 50-50 to 270 transfer.
Wow. Wow. Here comes Maxence Perot trying to get this gap backside 450. Let's see it here.
There it is.
And he puts it down. Gap, backside 450, 270 out. Pete finally getting it. He's been wrestling with that all day. And look, he's stoked.
The crowd showing their appreciation. They're stoked. I'm stoked. That's going to be a contender for that trick of the day. $2,000 purse here at the Coors Light Rail Jam. Oh, unable to hang on.
We still have a number of riders up there, Pete. Here's Joel Dalacker dropping in switch. Switch 50-50. Oh, popping 270, lit over. Super tech there for one of our amateur qualifiers, Joel Dalacker. He's been riding all day, making it happen.
Craig Gouweloos.
So he's going backside. Oh, going for the backside 3 to 50-50. Not quite able to connect with the down tube there. Here comes Dylan Ojo dropping in switch. He had that half cap nose press. Here he is. Oh, trying to switch over on that gap in the down gap down rail, but not quite able to lock in. Oh my goodness. Frontside 450 to board slide right there. Again, a huge bid for the trick of the day. Oh my goodness, Pete.
Yeah, things getting thrown down left, right, and center here at the Coors Light Rail Jam. The closing seconds of the final. Jason Dubois. So we've seen some madness going down. These guys really pulling out all the stops, trying to get these big hits in before time runs out. Seb Toutant.
Going cab 5 over the rail.
So corking it, and you know, definitely I'm gonna have to say he's looking to try to lock that in on that rail.
Oh yeah, and he's running back up.
Wow. Corking the cab 5. 2 rail, of course, why not?
So this is it, Pete. Been told this is going to be the riders' last run. So once they go now, they're going to be sat down. Here comes Maxence Perot, final hit of the day, coming into the kink rail. Backside 360, going to the backside 360, 50-50, not quite able to lock in there, Pete.
Yeah, just, you know, losing that edge, unable to hang on. So last chance qualifier, Gab Jacques. Coming in with some speed. Oh!
Flirting with that down tube there. I'm not too sure where he's trying to go with that, but that will end his portion of the Coors Light Rail Jam Finals. And this is it, Pete. You see these riders at the top of the course. They're all that remains now. Joel Dalacker coming in. He's been really tangling with some combos here. Switch 50, going for the cab 2-7 lip off of that, so super technical. That's going to end his time here in the Coors Light Rail Jam Finals.
So the guys up top, eyeing each other up. One last chance. Try to get that big trick.
Oh, there you go. Going for the backside 360 to 50-50, gapping over the mailbox onto the down tube. Here's Dylan Ojo, one last hit here on the down gap down rail, coming in switch. Oh, and just slipping off there, not quite able to load up the nose to gap into the other down. We're about to close out here. These are the final runs of the Coors Light Rail Jam here at Shakedown. $5,000 prize purse on the line here. Here's Frank Bourgeois, backside lip, popping into that tranny. So clean, Pete.
That's a tight transition to try to find your way into from the lip slide. So our final two riders, Jason Dubois coming in for the double kink. Little board side 270 out. Very smooth, strong finish.
Great way to end it there for Jay Dubois.
So Brett coming down to the wire. Sebastien Toutant coming in with some speed. I think he's gonna go for that 450 corked into the board side. Just dragging a hand, but a solid finish for an incredible final here. The Coors Light Rail Jam Shakedown presented by Videotron Mobile. So the judges have spoken. Brett, who are our winners?
Walking away $2,000 richer for best trick, Craig Gouweloos. $3,000 richer for top honors, Sebastien Toutant.
Incredible riding, some well-deserved wins, but we're not done yet. Coming up next, the main event at the Shakedown, presented by Videotron Mobile.